Hi friends, welcome to the Chateau. Today I wanted to show you a little about what my life is like here at the Chateau, and right now I'm doing laundry. So there you go. Chateau view for today is laundry. I am hanging up our laundry to dry because most people in France don't own a dryer, at least in this part of France most people don't, and not like we do in America where everybody has a washer and dryer, or they go to the laundromat and use the washer and dryer. But here people don't do that. They hang their clothes up to dry, and as you're driving around on nice days you might see them in their courtyards or hanging out their windows. It is a beautiful day here, and so I have the laundry I'm hanging up is in our guest room because it's on the corner, and so it has two windows. It has a window here and a window over here, and so the breeze is blowing through and it's just gorgeous today. Lots of sunshine and it's a beautiful fall afternoon. So I'm hanging laundry in our guest room since we don't have anybody staying with us right now. And this is my rack I'm using. I'm gonna try to show it to you kind of backwards here, but this is my rack. It has 3 layers, and when I am not using it I can lift them up and it goes completely flat so that I can put it in a closet or behind a wardrobe or a cabinet. We don't actually have closets because this is a home that was built in the 1800s, and so they didn't really have closets really then, and so, or at least not in homes like this, they used wardrobes. And so I can still though put this behind a wardrobe or behind the bed or in, you know, in a hidden space, and it goes completely flat, and I love that about it. It's also got 3 tiers, so I can hang more than 1 load of laundry on this at a time because my washer is fairly small. We're very lucky here that we are has been gifted the funds to buy a dryer and a larger washing machine, and so we should have those before Christmas, which will be a really nice thing because in the winter, once the weather's not this nice, we hang our clothes to dry in the attic or in the basement where our furnace is because it gets really warm down there. But either way, it takes our clothes a long time to dry. If they're hanging in the attic, it can take 3 days to dry a pair of jeans, for example. And so you can imagine if we have this house full of guests and I'm having to wash and dry sheets and towels plus all of our laundry, it takes a lot to do laundry in a place like this and for that many people anyway. I mean, most of you are just, you know, gagging at the idea of doing that much laundry anyway, 12 bedrooms full of laundry. But the thing is, it's so much more difficult when you're having to hang it to dry. So what I'm looking forward to is having that new machine. However, on a day like this, with the wind blowing and I can enjoy the sunshine and the countryside, and you just heard the bells chime from the clock tower really close by, the church tower. So I'm going to fluff up my towels and shake them out a bit and fluff them up. That's the best I can do. Our towels get a little crispy because they're hung up to dry instead of being fluffed in the dryer. That's one of the things I missed the most about America while we were here last, was not having those fluffy towels. So I'm really excited to have that again. Another thing I wanted to tell you about was this room. This room is really incredible. This room was the very corner right next to our tower. And you can see the vintage toile. Please ignore the laundry piled on the bed behind me because this is my makeshift laundry room for today. But the vintage toile wallpaper that most people think of as French wallpaper. And it's actually not, I don't think it's actually very terribly old. The house it was built in the 1860s, but I'm pretty sure this was not the original wallpaper. We stripped some wallpaper earlier this summer and that we thought was probably original wallpaper, and we were very, very wrong. There were 4 layers of wallpaper in that room, so that's making me think that maybe some of the other rooms aren't original wallpaper either, but it's really hard to tell. This room is also neat because it has some exposed beams in the ceiling, which I love. And there's one of our wardrobes there that you can see. It's got a glass mirror door, which I love. So this room is really one of my favorites. The floors slant a little, but they're original hardwood floors, and all the beds and furnishings are antique. It's just beautiful. And there go the church bells again. Can you hear them? They rang 3 times, so it's probably a quarter till right now. So anyway, that's our chateau view for the day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time for our next chateau view.